Hello everyone, welcome to 4AB. To start off this episode, I want to mention that if I sound dumber or less qualified to talk about the responses, it's because I got my 4 wisdom teeth removed last week, so I have a lot less wisdom now. But don't worry, I think I can still handle it. Let's jump right into confessionals. First, we have a eulogy from Bombs. I came into the contest seeking another bronze medal, not really, so 7th place is a bit of a disappointment. While I hope for greater, I'm not going to let this opportunity to make a dramatic exit go to waste. Here goes. I'd like to say goodbye to you all. Not to just the season, not to just to Crafty's M12s, goodbye. While I could see myself participating in special events, I think I knew when I joined this contest that the M12 journey would end here. Ending on a loss is less than ideal, but I did earn at least 1 M12 win in my prime and 3 other medal placements. But right now, as I look back on all the time I've spent, it's not about where I finished. I'm proud of my accomplishments, but when I think about my favorite moments in this community, I only remember the time I spent with my wonderful friend, Casey. I'm not the best at making close friends online, so our time together over the past 5 years has been especially unique. While I enjoy competition, at the end of the day, I can only have so much fun all on my own. Our friendship and run together in Season 2 was a high point in my career, and a time I will always remember. It was just the 2 of us on a mission. Thank you, Casey. I wish you the best, and I want you to know that you helped make this an experience that I will never forget. Without you, it's not the same. Thank you to Crafty and the other All-Stars. I couldn't challenge myself without a host for the competition and competitors to push me. So long, y'all. Bombs away. I'm glad you're happy with your placement and that the season was an adequate send-off for you, Bombs, and we'll miss your professionalism going further. All the best. Goodbye. Next is Allie. Yo, what up? Yeah, all these other competitors playing to win with all their good responses and whatnot. What loose screws those guys are. I, for one, have spent my time in this game making friends. No one can ever truly defeat me and my best new homie, the Up for Elimination Zone. I wouldn't challenge fate like that. The Up for Elimination Zone is actually a bit ruthless, and she's someone you want limited contact with, if you want to win. Up next, Leanne. Holy heck, I did not expect a round win. Not counting dummies, of course. I'm definitely surprised that I was able to come back from my round 1 performance and do well here. Of course, now that I've gone from the bottom to the top, there's not much room for upward momentum, but that's okay with me. Being at the final 6 of an All-Star season is no small feat, I imagine. Best of luck to everyone else remaining. That's true, you have been on an upward streak. Can you keep it going this round? And finally, we have Ironic. I wear the efficiency stat like a badge of honor. I also feel confident about my response this round. Let's see how well people can channel their inner 4-year-old. There is something to be said about surviving elimination twice. It means your responses all have pretty good standing within your competitors. But can you make it to the end continuing this strategy? Now it's time for predictions. 14 people guessed how our All-Stars placed this round. It looks like we have a new frontrunner for the winning the whole season question, Allie. He got 5 votes, which means he's the most likely to win in the eyes of viewers. Leanne and Trojan, the winners of the last round, follow at 3 votes each, and World is behind it too. Real Frog Hours has 1, and Ironic unfortunately is down to 0, but everyone loves an underdog. As for the 2 who will win the round, these results have probably never been more even. 2 lead the pack with 6 votes each. Viewers think it's time for World to snag her first win, and joining her is Real Frog Hours, who'd get her second win of the season. Just behind at 5 votes each is Leanne and Allie. People apparently think Leanne is on a hot streak and has upward momentum, and that Allie can bounce back after an instance in the bottom. After that is Trojan with 4, and then Ironic lags behind with 2. Now, the results for the elimination question are very interesting. We actually have a tie for first with 4 votes each, Ironic and Trojan? He hasn't been slipping recently, so between this and him being second to last in the previous question, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe people saw the blind side of Bombs and thought that no matter your position in the game, you can slip up and it could be over. Following them at 2 votes each are Allie and Real Frog Hours, and then behind them is Leanne and World. Aw, everyone buddied up for this question. Anyway, now it's time for the results. Our 6 All-Stars answer the prompt. Studies show 4-year-olds insist everything has a purpose. When asked about lions, they say they're meant to go in the zoo. And when asked about pointy rocks, they say so animals can scratch their backs on them. What's a separate, made-up purpose for an everyday or natural object? And it had 2 dummies by me. Before we reveal the actual results, let's see where those dummies placed. Now we're left to the actual responses. But now it's time for the discussion section with a special guest. And now we're going to review some responses. Dandelions simply exist so people can wish upon their seeds.
Okay, this is...
Take the floor.
Yeah, this is kind of just there, I think. It's not really anything special, because this does already happen.
That's what I was thinking too. It's not a new purpose. It's just kind of like saying it in a different way.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I hadn't thought about that when I ranked it, but I definitely saw it as like I guess like the relatable response. I guess like I think it was like the responder was like, what's something we all did as kids? Oh, we all kicked the crap out of dandelions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, guilty.
we all kicked those things for fun. So let's put that in on my response, and I feel like that's how this response was birthed.
To its credit, it does ignore the main purpose of the dandelion seeds, which is making more dandelions. So
Just
it
to make
does,
more dandelions, yeah.
yeah, it does still kind of answer the prompt, but not in the most creative way it could, I think.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's just not a new idea.
Hoses are liquid highways. Being unemployed, water droplets freely travel.
I'm gonna be so real, I have absolutely no idea what this response means.
I don't really know what being employed has to do with it. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of employed people who are on the highways.
Yeah, I like the idea of hoses being like how water travels from place to place, but I don't know where the unemployed part comes in.
Yeah, why the water droplet classism? I don't get it.
Like we're giving the water a job, and that is to be watering our vegetables.
I guess that makes a little bit of sense.
We are employing the water. I don't know.
Like the other one, it's not like a new idea. It's just kind of the same thing, but like a different story for it.
It's kind of just it's kind of just what is it, like a childish explanation of something that is of the actual purpose.
I mean, yeah. But in that regard, I think this one did that better, because instead of just saying, because wishing upon their seeds, that's literally just what people do, but hoses are liquid highways, that's kind of like a new thing.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I just kick dandelions because it's fun to watch them explode. I never made a wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe freely it means they travel for free.
I mean, I guess so, but
They carpooled with other raindrops.
They carpooled, yeah.
They carpooled. Oh, Cam.
Oh my god. Hairbrushes massage scalps, extracting lingering dream thoughts during morning routines. This one's interesting.
It is.
It's like, that's kind of something I never would have thought about.
I like how it's kind of abstract. Like, I don't really get a straightforward answer. Like, what is extracting a dream thought? Does that mean like getting ready for the day, or like?
Yeah, I think it's like you're still kind of, I think what it's trying to say is you're kind of still in like a dream state, and then your hairbrush just takes that out, and I like that idea.
I guess like the massage is relaxing you, so maybe it's like putting you in a different state where suddenly your dreams come back to you or something.
Oh, it's just reading this response is like relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, scalp
think
massages are nice.
I think this was the longest one of the round, but it doesn't really feel like that. I really like this idea a lot more than the first two.
It's nice.
Yeah, I like the vibe here. It's good.
Propped laptops become sleeping tents, creating perfect catnapping locations. This one's also nice.
I like this one because it says the word cat.
Right.
That seems like the main appeal of it.
A response could just be cat, and you're like, I love that response.
I feel like that's what this response was trying to do, but I think it did a good. I think because like, but also I will give it one criticism. I don't I don't think I've ever propped up my laptop like that. I don't think that's anything. Is that something people do, or is that?
Yeah.
That's kind of my problem with this response. Is like these are supposed to be things with a use, and we give it another use. But a laptop like that is useless. You can't use it anymore. It might as well be a wet floor sign. Like it doesn't do anything anymore.
I like this idea, but
I do too. I also like thinking about how the laptop will probably be warm for the cat.
oh yeah.
You're just getting
That's
hypnotized
nice.
by cats. Oh, look at you guys.
I'm not even a cat person, and I like this response. So
Yeah, me neither, but I like this one.
Cats are upside down. They're actually meant for holding liquids.
This is definitely a new idea. Like this isn't something that people use I don't think, unless
Yeah, this response actually tells you that you're doing it wrong. You're not in that usual method. That's not even correct.
Yeah, if there is one thing I like about this response, it's the way it's worded.
it's a life hack.
Yeah, it's like you're making a mistake, man. Wearing it on your head. Waste of a good water container.
There's something off about it to me. I don't know. Maybe it's the idea of it.
It's kind of the idea is kind of just there, I feel like, but it's done. It's a relatively basic idea done in a really good way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that was my opinion of it. That is kind of a basic idea, but I do like it. But now that I think about it, hold on, is upside down, can't that be hyphenated? I guess, like, as a response, I'm not sure if this is a great way to judge responses, but as a response, the topic being hats is not very captivating. Like, the other one's like, ooh, dreams.
This one doesn't really stick out.
Doesn't
In the
appeal to
bunch,
as many
it just-
senses.
It just kind of blends in.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that. I guess that's my thing. It's like maybe just a safe response. Like this is the,
Yeah,
like
it's-
the final 6. Like, and you think of hats? I don't know. Maybe just like kind of go bigger.
Like I said, it's a relatively simple concept done in a good way.
Yeah.
But
That's
this is All Stars. Play it safe, you die.
helicopter seeds make great natural confetti for all outdoor celebrations.
Yay! Yeah, when I first read this one, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was picturing just like a helicopter flying around,
Me
dropping
too.
seeds over a forest.
Me
I had to think about that scene from Soul where they're spoiler. Scene from Soul where they're watching the seed fall. Like, oh right, that's called a helicopter seed.
Yeah, I did have to look up helicopter seed because I was picturing a helicopter too. I was like, what does this mean?
It's those seeds that like when you throw them they spin up in the air, right?
Yeah, they spin and it's like nice.
They should have definitely capitalized the S in seeds just to get that point across.
Is that I don't
think it'd be correct, but like it just makes it more clear to me that that's a thing.
I really like this idea because this is definitely something that I would think about as a child.
I liked its mood. It's like, oh, nature is always celebrating. It's confetti.
Like the first thing I thought when I read this response was like, oh, that makes sense.
The ants are just having a party.
Makes me want to go knock a tree and have a bunch fall all over me.
Wow, those were some great 6 responses. Thanks to our special guest Bombs for joining us and Dell for being here. And now we're gonna look at where they placed. Is that what I do next? Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna see where they placed.
Thank God for the power of video editing, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make that much smoother. Alright, now it's time for the actual results reveal. 3 of you placed in the top this round, and 3 are in the bottom. Good luck to everyone. Results will happen a little differently this time around. I'm pairing you based on the results of the Who Will Win the Round question. If you remember, everyone was pretty close, and you'll be with the person who has voted similarly to you. In each pairing, 1 All-Star scored in the top, and 1 is in the bottom. The pairings are Real Frog Hours and World, Allie and Leanne, and Ironic and Trojan. Let's start with the last 2. They got the lowest amount of votes, so people think they're unlikely to win, but 1 has a chance to. Trojan, you score another round at the top. Congrats! Meanwhile, Ironic, you are unfortunately heading in the bottom again. But 1 contestant will be safe from elimination, and there's a 1/3 chance it's you. On to our next pair, Allie and Leanne. Both have very similar track records, one time in the top 2 and one time up for elimination. But the difference is momentum. Leanne is coming off a round win, and Allie was just at the bottom. So who's where? Congrats, Allie. You're in the top and have a chance at being in the top 2. Unfortunately, Leanne, you landed in the bottom this time. And our final pair, World and Real Frog Hours. These are the two most likely to win the round, according to voters. While World has not won a round before, Real Frog Hours has. But if World comes out on top, this will be RFH's first ever time in the bottom 3. Let's see what happens. Sorry World, looks like this time you fell a bit short, but you still have a chance at being spared from being up for elimination. Congrats RFH, you're in the top again and might win the round. So now we have our top 3, Trojan, Allie, and RFH. It's time to reveal who the top All-Stars of the week are, and who falls just short. Congrats to Allie and Real Frog Hours. You're the top 2. Feels like deja vu. That's because you two were our round 2 winners as well. So you're our first duo of repeat winners. Next round, one of you will get a prize. Sorry Trojan, you put up a good fight. You are safe. Now let's look at the bottom 3, Ironic, Leanne, and World. All 3 have survived elimination before, but this time, one won't. Let's see who's safe. Congrats World, you have narrowly avoided the elimination zone this round, and you're safe. I'm sorry to Leanne and Ironic, who are the All-Stars that are up for elimination this round. One will survive, and one will place 6th. All-Stars, vote for the response you think deserves to win, and vote for the response that you think should be eliminated. Leanne, for winning the last round, you can vote twice for each section. Also, this is the first time this prize will be helpful to a specific contestant, because you're the first All-Star to win the prize and then place in a voting zone immediately after. Good luck to everyone, and 4C will narrow down to our final 5.